What is fear? Not paying attention to the fact generates fear. Suppose an incident happened in my life which was painful. Now, brain doesn't want to repeat it. So there is a fear. One can understand physically, if I put my hands first time in the fire, the body is aware, attentive, so that it doesn't put the finger again, hands in the fire. That's biological intelligence, nothing wrong in it. But all psychological fears, they originate in unawareness. Fear is actually not facing the fact. When I'm not attending to a fact fully, then fear is generating. When I'm avoiding a fact, in that avoidance itself is fear. Thought or mind is all the time avoiding. Oh no, I don't want to look at it. It can be too painful. It can be too shocking. So in that avoidance, in that escaping, fear is sustained. Fear remains. Fear is not facing the reality, the what is completely. I'm talking about the psychological fears. And the only response to the fear is to pay full attention. So again, this attention is the key. Attention to the fact that how thought is avoiding a fact and creating an ideal situation. This is the nature of thought, to react to what is and projecting what should be or what should not be. And this is the essence of the me, the ego. Ego is a creation of thought, and it is not a static thing. It's a movement. Ego is created in the movement of thought. When thought is psychologically reacting, projecting a future on the basis of the past. In that movement, the self is created. So self is only a reaction of thought. And thought is very good at avoiding things, not meeting the what is. And in that not meeting, fear is generated. So we are living all the time with fear because I don't want to really pay attention to the fact. And if I realize that only paying full attention is the solution, right response to the fear. And this attention, which is not an intellectual activity, this attention does not belong to thought. It belongs to the universal intelligence, the intelligence of the being, the intelligence of the body. It's an holistic intelligence. Attention can be the unlocking of the heart. And in the space of attention, in the space of pure observation, pure listening, thought finds its right place. There is no need to reject thought or condemn thought. Thought has its place. It finds its right place when the intelligence of attention, which is also the intelligence of love, is operating. And can we be aware that when this head, as you said, is dominating our life, when we are living life only from the intellect, from the stories of the thought, stories of the mind, then we are limiting ourselves, we are limiting life, we are missing the whole gift of life. Actually, the transformation is shifting from this thought or past-based living to the attention-based living. This is the real shift. And this shift can happen at any moment. It does not depend on any tradition. It does not depend on the time. It is just to be aware, to be awake in this very moment. And this awakening is the awakening of the heart, awakening of the unconditioned energy.